To realize that the human body is a temple of resonance is to awaken to a subtle truth how energies intimately cascade through our bodies, that our very flesh is a cathedral of frequencies, even a mirror of galaxies, revealing a conduit of divine intelligence. When we breathe, we are not merely drawing air into the lungs, but welcoming a reactivation of light stars into our cells. Every atom carries the foundational memory of stardust. Every heartbeat resounds with the echo of cosmic origins. Our form, seemingly dense and separate, is in truth an orchestration of vibrations in perpetual motion, receiving, transmuting, and radiating a mini-version of the harmonics of creation itself. The realization first dawns in thought and awoken in sensation by the subtle awareness that warmth, breath, emotion, and intuition are not private events, but universal dialogues with the language of the soul. The skin listens to the sun as surely as leaves do. Our bones hum to the magnetism of the earth. To live attuned to this rhythm is to understand that we are solar-powered beings, designed to convert celestial radiance into consciousness. We are the tuning forks of spirit, each heart a resonant chamber where heaven and earth find equilibrium. The importance of natural health promotes these essences coming from the emanations of a spiritual practice that upgrade the vibrational frequencies with a clarity of being. The 7 chakras within us are not mystical abstractions, but celestial instruments, translating the starlight of our galaxy into human awareness. They are the portals of our divining consciousness. Luminescence through which energy ascends and descends, awakening the potential to manifest spirit, resulting in pure intentions. Around them flow the meridians, as rivers of chi that braid through the organs as currents. We know them as our psyche and emotions, carrying the wisdom of heaven into the substance of life. When this current moves without obstruction, the entire organism sings in a unity of its nature. Dis-ease, then, is merely the forgetting of rhythm, a distortion as a loss of balance. Healing is not an intervention, but a remembrance, a return to the original vibration that nature endlessly demonstrates. When we attune our lives to the pulse of the seasons, when we move stress-free by the tides of the sun and moon, the mind becomes clear, the heart tranquil, and the body luminous. This is the teaching of the Tao, known as the Great Way. In my experience, it is every heartbreak that hides the seed of a hidden blessing. Often coincidences which are heaven's way of handwriting your destiny. A stranger's smile, a touch or wink, that can be a miracle in disguise. Even the bitterest failures ferment into wines of wisdom. I know 5 years of pain can bloom in one moment of glory by one word, because sacred timing in the language of the miraculous is holy. A memory can fester in the heart to understand over a lifetime. Brewing in a miracle to be announced in forgiveness, all very quietly. A revelation is a dawn that never forgets to rise. You have had many. Within this living temple, each organ has a voice, and each emotion its resonance. The lungs give us the silver breath of inspiration. The heart radiates crimson fire, the melody of love. The liver dreams the green visions of destiny. The spleen nurtures with golden earth the art of continuity, and the kidneys anchor the deep blue of courage, holding the will steady like a levitating rock hovering above lake. These lightness of being are your whispering voices, the choir of our soul. And when they sing in unison, your holistic being recognizes itself as divine music in motion. The ancients understood this union as the marriage of heaven and earth within the body. The Taoist physicians read the pulse as scripture. The Buddhists sat within stillness to hear the song of silence, and the yogis raised their awareness through the spine as a kundalini in luminous spins anchoring the stars. Each practice sought the same realization, that manifestation arises from alignment. Thought, purified by stillness, becomes creative law. Emotion, harmonized by love, becomes clairvoyant wisdom. I want this for you, my beloved. To live in resonance is to understand that every word, every gesture, and every thought sends ripples through the field of existence. The universe is not a distant kingdom, but a lasting echo, responding in kind to the frequencies we emit. When we act with integrity, nature conspires to support us. When we vibrate with fear or separation, the same energy returns as distortion. Thus, manifestation is not magic, but a perfection of mathematics. The sacred geometry of sound and intention vibrating in phase with the whole. To find your inner passion of what spiritual practice works for you is how values evolve a natural intuition. I remember the uncanny dreams that I savoured into my sweetest joys. I welcome immaculate coincidences that introduce me to love. I forgive the past, so I release it. I celebrate heartache that later became the seed of my success. My prayers always assure me I land on my feet, for the shelter of peace. I ritually follow healing protocols that enhance my nature, because balance is the map that guides my body back to health. I have witnessed my experiences as wisdom written in my cells, from miracles that bloom from faithful pursuit and humble practice. I captain responsibility and rewrite the sentences I speak to myself. Gratitude and forgiveness transform my hardest lessons into gifts. Holy shields guard my peace to hear inner whispers school my destiny. Through this type of awareness, we become instruments of harmony, not only by will, but by surrender. The wise do not chase miracles. They allow them to unfold as the natural consequence of balance. When the inner tides match the outer, when the breath follows the rhythm of the wind and the heart beats with the cadence of the waves, all life aligns around us in effortless grace. This is the meaning of Zen, the art of simplicity in motion, where action and stillness are one. The human body, when honored as a temple, reveals its priesthood. The eyes become galaxies reflecting eternity. The voice becomes a mantra shaping reality. The touch becomes prayer. The breath becomes offering. Every moment becomes a ceremony of connection between the visible and the invisible. To be conscious of this is to live as creation intended, awake, receptive, and radiant. A spiritual practice is when consciousness harmonizes with nature and enhanced elements respond. Tears as rain falls softer on the compassionate. Sunlight bends toward those who forgive, showing a new way. The ground is a home wherever you are. For the universe is also living consciousness, and our resonance shapes its reflection. In the quiet knowing of this, humility and power become one. Spirit moves through us as melody through a flute, effortless, spontaneous, and perfect. Our task is only to remain hollow, open, and attuned. Thus, here is a surprise. The temple is never built, it is remembered. To walk barefoot upon the earth, to breathe sunlight into one's lungs, to love without fear, is to return to the original harmony of existence. And when this remembrance flowers fully, the illusion of separation dissolves. You no longer merely live upon the earth, you resonate with it. You are the song the universe has been waiting to hear. This is how you bring heaven to earth. Love will light your way. Blessing to you, Blue Rishi.